John Paul II died on this day 20 years ago. He was a huge influence on not only the Church but mankind. Hence, the probability that the Communist bloc wasn't absent from the plot of his elimination from the scene, although that will remain a mystery known only to God. But he was somebody who was close to us in those years when, in student days, anything that was happening would bring him there. He even came to our university one day and gave us a lecture. And it was quaint because he came into ad-libbing at the end and said, when I was here, there weren't any women around. And it was interesting that actually, because there's only one aula of examination for public examinations, all those who go into either the Lectio Coram exam for the panel or those into the public defense of a doctorate have to stand or sit in the same spot. The urn is still there with the black and white votes to be given by the panel of examiners. So I was there more than once at the very spot where he would have been when he was a student at the Angelicum, or before the firing squad. Nothing new under the sun. One felt, therefore, something in common. When it came to a course that we all went to in the Vatican Penitentiary before being ordained, so as to know how to hear confessions, he came and greeted us at the end, and I was touched when, looking straight into his blue eyes, he just said 2 words to me, buon pellegrinaggio, a good pilgrimage, and by that he meant through your vocational life. And he went to glory on this day. One thing hit me was his devotion to the Blessed Sacrament. He was fairly keen on avoiding shortcuts, and did say this one time clearly. I cannot be in favour of communion in the hand, and I cannot recommend it. The priest has a primordial responsibility, and it is complete as a servant of the Holy Eucharist and of all the holy forms. To touch the holy creations is a privilege belonging to the ordained. And he reacted strongly to the normalization of allowing lay people to distribute Holy Communion. He did not want that to spread, and made it known. It was moving when he came to Siena. He came a year after he had been there before for the Eucharistic Congress. And there he had been moved when before the miracle of Siena, and simply could repeat, the presence is there, the presence is there. Those hosts stolen in 1730 and found miraculously and preserved intact to this day. Hence the placing of the Eucharistic Congress there in 1994. One day after ordination I was sent back to Rome and was sitting in the building of the Congregation for Religious in the early morning while the Vatican was waking up. I had to have an appointment there. And I was listening to what was in the air, the buzz of the whole church. The Vatican's majestic walls. The heart of Christendom is seldom still, and as the world turns over yet a day of history begun. The gentle thrill of yesterday is heard here, wherefore the morrow lingers long. For song so old as this, the patient bliss of days gone by into a dusk their own. A story told, and told and told again behind the sky, is new again this morn, this crack of morn, whereon breaks yet an era, yet a time to be a child again, in newness born, of Christic freshness made. For this great chime of Petrine weight and sound redounds o'er all the hurry of a hominid so small. And then, at the end of the doctorate, I was leaving Rome forever, and sitting on the roof of the college and hearing the great bell, who was there saying goodbye to Rome forever. Will this fair city fade into the past of what we are, of what we were a while upon a day that could not last, but could but linger in a distant smile called yesterday? The day that ever was and shall be evermore, a spectred frame of facts by moments writ, the day that has the victory o'er the aeons it did tame. Oh, yesterday, goodbye. Bid bygone eves rest there where this last goes, rocked by the chime of Peter's heavy dome. For Rome here grieves but little for a little son of time that bids farewell to but a heaviness, for that it held a while a happiness.